Hey guys, okay, so the reason why I'm not doing this live is because if I do this live, I know I'm not gonna get through it because the boys are gonna need something. So here we go. I'm gonna make protein balls, superfood protein balls for you guys to see how, well, not for you because you can't eat them over the computer screen, but I'm gonna show you how I do it. My shakes are completely all natural. I know you guys probably know that from reading my posts. But they are superfoods from all over the world. There's no fillers, there's no chemicals, there's no garbage. They're worth every penny. It's liquid gold. Nothing that you could ever find in a store compares to it. I've tried everything. So what I'm gonna do is show you how when I don't feel like drinking my shake, I can eat my shake. And my husband enjoys eating them better than drinking them. So I'm gonna make Shakeology balls, that's what I call them. So, any flavor, doesn't matter. Chocolate's my favorite. You take 2¼ scoops. Now this is a scoop. It's a big scoop. It's not like a little dinky scoop. You take 2¼ call it 2½ scoops of shake mix, and throw it in the bowl. Then I'm not like big into measuring. This isn't like really super strict for measuring this recipe. So I take 1/4 cup of peanut butter, put it in the bowl with the shake mix. Because who doesn't like peanut butter, guys? Come on now. Peanut butter is the best thing ever. Now, the reason why I'm not using my PB Fit powder is because this peanut butter is considered a wet ingredient. And it does a lot, whether you think it does or not. So when I used the PB Fit the last time, trying to save on some calories, they were horrible. They were really dry and fell apart and just not good. So I tried to use more honey, which is another ingredient, to compensate for the fact that there wasn't enough wet ingredients, and then they were rock solid and wouldn't come apart after I put them in the freezer because, let's face it, honey's like glue. So didn't work out. I don't recommend it. So you take 2¼ scoops of Shakeology, 1/4 cup of peanut butter, and 1/4 cup of honey, and you put it right in the bowl. Once you do that, walnuts. So give it a little extra crunch. If you don't like nuts or you have some issue with them, obviously you don't have to put them in. I use walnuts because they're less calories and less fat than peanuts, but I guess if you really wanted more of a peanut taste than the peanut butter, you could do peanuts. I love walnuts even if I'm just eating it with banana. Sometimes I'll take half a banana and a few walnut halves and have that as a snack. So all I'm doing is chopping them up really fine, because obviously when you're mixing them into a dough type consistency, you want them small. Nothing crazy. I'm not like really great with knife skills. As you can see, my technique is not anything professional, but it gets the job done. So walnuts. And I don't really measure the walnuts, and honestly, it's totally preference. If you want more walnuts in it than less, I mean, it really doesn't matter how many you do. These are walnut halves, so if you take an entire half, which looks like this, I would probably do maybe half a dozen of them, and then chop those up. So that's all the ingredients. That's all you have to do. Then you mix it together, and the powder is extremely dry, and it takes a little while to mesh it all together. But that's what I love about these shakes is you can bake with these. These are no bake. They just go, you'll see me mold them into balls and just, use them with my hand, and then there's nothing to cook. I just put them in the freezer in Tupperware and then grab them when I want a snack. But Shakeology is a, sturdy enough, I don't know if that's the right word, sturdy enough powder product with all natural ingredients that you can heat it up hot enough to bake it, and it doesn't lose its potency and take anything away from the nutritional values. So you can actually use Shakeology as a flour substitute in a lot of things, especially vanilla Shakeology, where normally you would have flour and vanilla in any baking recipe. So if you just use vanilla Shakeology, obviously you don't need to use the real vanilla, and it doesn't really make it taste any different. Plus it's gluten-free if you're gluten-free, and it tastes amazing. And obviously flour is a lot of carbs and a lot of calories, and it really doesn't have much of a nutritional value. So to substitute flour for superfoods is kind of a no-brainer, and it works out really well. So this is all I do. I mix up the ingredients and put them into little $50 sized, golf ball sized protein balls. And I just put them in the Tupperware, and then I put them in the freezer and go grab them whenever I have a craving for something sweet. Especially obviously chocolate, because I make these out of chocolate, but there's vanilla Shakeology, there's vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, cafe latte. I made them with cafe latte last time. They were really good. They kind of just tasted like little coffee balls. You don't have to add peanut butter. Obviously I add peanut butter because I'm obsessed with it, but you can add almond butter. You could not add it, whatever you want. But they're really easy. They're really healthy. Whenever I would rather grab like a cupcake or a chocolate bar, I now grab Shakeology balls. And if you eat, I think it's about three or four balls like over the course of the day, you end up with your full serving of Shakeology for the day. So if you wanted to have a couple for breakfast and then for a late night snack, you're pretty much covered. Or if you want to have a couple for breakfast and then have your normal shake, you can do that too. You can't really overdose on healthy food. I guess you could, but it's not the end of the world. So thank you guys for watching. I just thought it would be cool to show you how I make them, to show you how simple it is, to show you that like this shake mix is just, there's endless possibilities, because when you work with all natural ingredients that come from the ground or a fruit or a vegetable or a root or a nut or whatever, and there's no fillers and there's no chemicals, you can do whatever you want with it, and it doesn't alter the product. So if you think this would be something you would enjoy, please feel free to message me or comment on here if you have any questions or anything like that. But I love this stuff, and I'm extremely picky. I've tried pretty much every shake that's on the market. I'm not even kidding you. Disgusting. There's also vegan versions of Shakeology, so it's plant-based protein. Actually, a lot of people that aren't even vegan drink vegan Shakeology because they say that it's like a smoother finish. But Shakeology has been reformulated, so we even have 100% money back guarantee on it because that's how confident we are on the product. I always eat the leftovers. And it's awesome. Worst case scenario, you get your money back, even if the bag's empty. So if you feel like trying something out and hitting your sweet tooth, but not ruining your diet, this might be something you'd enjoy. Let me know what you think, guys. See you later.